On the flip side, it increases your natural sweetness of your vagina. So it's like eating 10 pineapples in one session. So if your man got a sweet tooth, thank me later, all right?
Stuck in the past watching videos of us. I have been trying to get rid of your stuff, but voices in my head are telling me to stop. It's all I have left, all I have of you. Thought I was more than a body to hold, baby. I wanted you, wanted us to be something more. I was so sure, but let my guard down for you. Baby, why'd you have to love me like that? I gave you my heart and you tore it apart. Don't know why you had to hurt me like that. Cause now I'm messed up, drinking us.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Maddie. I'm the owner of YONI Care Houston, and today is going to be your first vaginal steam services done. Vaginal steaming has been around for many years. It's nothing like the pearls that you used before. There's no downtime. There's no discharge that comes out. This is all about a cleansing feeling. It's all about honoring yourself as a woman. It's a relaxation feeling. It also helps you with period, bacteria issues. It's overall like resetting your vagina, basically. Herbs have been around for many years. A lot of cultures have used herbs for a lot of healing purposes. If you think about it, the Chinese culture or the Oriental culture has been king of herbs for many years. They cook with organic stuff. They actually drink more healthy teas made of herbs than what we do. You rarely really see anyone of that descendant really getting sick with like diabetes, blood pressure problem, lupus issues. And I believe it has a lot to do with the herbs that they're taking, the teas they're taking. You really rarely see them taking medicine from a doctor. They're more into healing their body organically using herbs. And so that's what I kind of mimic. I use a lot of the Chinese herbs that they kind of promote for self-healing. I use it for vaginal steaming purposes. Now, like I said earlier, this has been around for many years. I recently think within the last probably about 3 to 4 years, it's been trending and it's become a little bit more popular because people are now looking for an alternative of how to get healthy and what can I do to contribute towards it. We're long gone from those days where we just deal with period issues. Some people decide to say, hey, I'm having a bad period or I'm having an irregular period, and most doctors will put you on birth control or medication to kind of help regulate it. Steaming will do that for you with one steam. The beautiful thing about this is one steam stays in your system about 3 to 4 weeks. So traditionally, most people steam once a month. Me personally, I steam twice a month. I do before my period and after my period as well. Before your period kind of helps with period issues. It kind of helps take away how many painful cramps we have. The color of our period is going to change. It's going to go from a dark brown color or a deep dark brown red color, to like a beautiful red color. And as you know, fresh blood is fresh red. So anything old and brown is typically old brown blood. So now you're going to only be using fresh blood and not recycled blood. Steaming after your period does the exact thing as far as cleansing. So it kind of helps you more with sexual drive, helps you with pH levels, definitely helps you with cleansing as well, and it's a great way of relaxation. I do, like I said earlier, twice a month before and after my period. If you steam once a month, it'll last until the next month because it stays in your body about 3 to 4 weeks, okay? You can steam any time of the month as long as you're not bleeding, have an IUD, or you're pregnant. I wouldn't recommend steaming if we're pregnant at all. Breastfeeding is kind of touchy. If you do breastfeed, I kind of suggest my women to kind of like go ahead and pump enough milk supply so that way they can have enough to probably last the baby about 72 hours. Drink lots of water, flush it out their system and everything because we don't want to pass on anything to the baby. But breastfeeding, you can do that, but just make sure you have enough milk supply as an alternative until you're ready back to steam. Now the steam you're getting today is called my traditional V steam. It's good for people that says, yo, I've never done this before. Let me see what the hype is about. Okay. You might have someone that come back and I might not, but I guarantee you'll be back. Most people that come and steam with me, they become actually friends. So welcome to the sisterhood, all right? So what I'm going to do at this time is break down the actual herbs. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me at any time, all right? So the first herb that we're using is going to be chamomile. So this is how it looks. I want you to smell it too as well. And so what chamomile is known for, most of us are pretty much familiar with chamomile by drinking chamomile tea. It's one of those things that kind of helps boost your immunity system. It's very good for calming, winding down the end of the night. So most of us will have a good glass or a good hot cup of chamomile tea for that purpose. But when you vaginal steam with it, it helps with inflammatory issues. Inflammatory issues are things that causes you pain only when you're on your period. We're not talking about cramps. We're talking about things like if you have a cyst and how it's inflamed because your period is on and now it's hurting you on your side, or you feel like you're having intense heavy bleeding because you have fibroids, or you have endometriosis, so you're having really severe stomach pain. And notice those things only happen when you have your period, hence the word inflamed. So this is what's going to do. It's going to take away those issues for you. All right, so this is also going to be fresh lavender. Lavender is another popular herb that we've mostly heard of. It's one of those herbs that kind of help you unwind after a long day of being amazing women. We'll come home, have a bubble bath, glass of wine.
Oh, I can smell it.
Right? It's strong, right?
Wow, through the mask. Wow.
So typically after a long day, like I said, of being amazing, we'll have a good bubble bath, a glass of wine, watch a little TV. Next thing you know, TV watching you, right? And that's because of its relaxation properties in it. But did you know when you use lavender with vaginal steam, it helps with, works as an antiseptic. So it's like Neosporin, alcohol, witch hazel. It's a very good disinfectant as well. It also works very good in like beauty products, skincare products, hair products. Those are the reasons why you find a lot of lavender products used in natural products, I should say, because of its great way of cleansing or antiseptic purposes. All right, this next one, it's gonna be some roses. Now, most of us are familiar with roses. Roses pretty much signifies, it smells like wine, right? So roses pretty much signifies love. So my gift to you today is gonna be some love in your life, love in your bank account, love in your followers, and everything, right? So whenever you typically hear about roses, you associate it with love, you associate it with goddess power. It definitely holds all of that. But did you know that when you steam with roses, it helps with period cramps, back pain, tender boobs, sweet tooth cravings, all of the things that PMS issues kind of help you with.
Sweet tooth.
Yes. So this is kind of like taking a leave or Tylenol now. This is going to be replacing of that. It also helps increases your estrogen. Your estrogen controls the wetness of your vagina, the tightness, and your sex drive. Hence why we call it new cootie cat in the jar, right? So definitely we're going to be putting some roses inside of there. Now this next one is another popular.
Mint.
Fresh peppermint, exactly.
Ooh, that smells
like anything. It's very strong, right? Sorry. So peppermint is very closely related to the eucalyptus family. Most of us have probably heard of eucalyptus by like Vicks Vapor Rub, Hall's cough drops. We traditionally use these things when we have a lot of congestions, mucus buildup, and we can't breathe. So the same reason why we vaginal steam with it. It kind of takes away any type of excessive mucus. Too much mucus or bad bacteria or mucus can lead to an infection, so we don't want any of that. So that's what the peppermint does. On the flip side, it increases your natural sweetness of your vagina. So it's like eating 10 pineapples in one session. So if your man got a sweet tooth, thank me later. And then lastly, what it does, it also helps with your pH level, which basically keeps you from getting like bacteria, yeast infections, and odors, all right? And then there's one more herb that we're using. Kind of looks like Bob Marley a little bit, but it's not. This is called mugwort. This one has a strong earthy smell to it. And so what mugwort works is, it works like an antibiotic. So like amoxicillin, penicillin. It controls bleeding issues too. This is the herb that makes your period literally decreases half days of what you're dealing with when it comes to how long your period stays on. So for instance, my period used to be 7 days. It's now 2 days. I've had clients that had 20 days.
Whoa, wait. 2
days.
How long did it take you to get there?
About 3 months of steaming. Yep. So I don't have
one each month or two times
twice a month still, but within 3 months, yes. So what happens is, even if you steam once a month, it's still going to decrease your period by those days as well. And the more you incorporate this in your body, the more it'll start adjusting. Think about this.
Where have you been all my life?
I'm here now.
Oh my God.
So think about it this way. let's say for instance your period literally lasts 7 days, but you only bleed heavy for 4 and the next 3 are spotty. So what it does is when you steam, it takes away those spotty days, because remember, we're not recycling old blood, so it cuts that out. So that's how your days decrease, and then it's also helping you decrease as far as how much blood is coming out, so that also cuts your days in half. So if you're tired of having 7-day, 10-day periods, come on over to the period free game, girl. We're gladly taking new members all the time, all right? The other thing that the motherwork does is antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-inflammation. So it's like takes some amoxicillin, penicillin as well. It's a very, very, very good cleanser. That particular herb does. It's really good. It's probably one of those herbs that are like the king of herbs. And that pretty much goes over all the herbs that we use for our traditional blend. Anytime you book an appointment and you change your blend, because we have over 6 different blends online, we use different herbs for each different blend. So let's say for instance you're struggling with fertility, we're going to be using herbs that are geared towards helping you with fertility. You have endometriosis, PCOS, fibroids, things like that. Those herbs are going to gear towards helping you with those issues. I think this one's probably the most popular one, the traditional one, because as you see, it touches various things, which is what most women look for. But then we also have one that's called 21 again. Guess what that does? Makes that vagina 21 again. So that's all. My name is Maddie with YONI Care Houston. I hope I provided amazing information. You guys can always find me on Instagram and Facebook. Now she about to get to her steam and let you guys know how clean and how mean it is now.
So I'm inside of the steam room, and I have on this, like, I guess thick dress, like this thick gown that's supposed to cover up my whole body while I steam. And I just got dressed, and I'm about to call her now and let her know that I'm ready to start steaming.
Traditionally as women, we're kind of taught to sit with our legs closed, right? But when you do vaginal steaming, you want to do the exact opposite. So what I always tell my clients is spread your feet at least width apart to both of your hands, lift up your gown, grab those booty cheeks from behind, and have a seat just like that. So none of this, all of this, okay? You want to breathe in deep through your nose, hold it for a second, then blow out through your mouth. You do not have to be periodically, just take those deep breaths in and then blow it out through your mouth. The first couple minutes, what it's doing is kind of like calming down your energy. It's kind of helping you relax a little more. Most people are traditionally kind of nervous because they're not really sure what to expect. So it's all about calming down your energy. The next 5 to 25 minutes, you're going to be like, all right, Maddie, sign me up. I'll be back. This is the best feeling in America. But no, literally. The next thing you want to do at that point is take both of your hands, touch the floor. If your booty raises up, just grab your ankles or either your calf muscles. Stay in that position for about 10 seconds and then you can sit back up. You can do that as much as you want. What that's doing is it's basically helping you stretch. It's a great yoga pose. It's opening up your hip flexors and it's getting way more steam inside. So what is the steam doing? Think of it this way. It's kind of like when you go to your favorite restaurant and you eat your favorite seafood or your favorite piece of steak and they put your favorite butter on it and it's like, my taste buds love this. Then versus you go to grandma's house and eat liver and onions, you know. Sometimes you're like, oh, I like it, it's healthy for me, but it doesn't taste as good. So that's exactly what the steam is doing. It's opening up your pores, it's promoting blood flow, it's helping with oxygen, which is basically helping the steam go through your body, and that is carrying those good herbs through your whole entire blood system or through your whole entire system. So it's more of a cleansing feeling. Nothing comes out while you're doing the vaginal steam services. You see your results once you have your period. You can resume normal activities after this, which means how soon can I have sex? Just don't do it in the parking lot. But anyway, but no, you can resume normal activities after this. If you are ovulating, this is a great time to steam. If you're ovulating to try to get pregnant, steaming right after your period is going to be the key to that, all right? And so the whole entire time, it's just a relaxation thing, breathing techniques, having amazing energy, happy thoughts. It's all about breathing in positivity and exhale anything that's negative, okay? Any questions?
That's all.
All right, let's get started. So I'm gonna take the top off, and you're gonna go ahead and come on over here to have a seat.
Okay.
Tell me now, tell me something, 'cause I don't know how this gonna end. Oh no. Tell me now, tell me something, 'cause I don't wanna be just friends. No, no.
How do I know if I'm on it right? I'm small. I gotta see.
The craziest things. Yeah. I didn't mean to hurt you, babe. No, no. If you decide to leave, you will help me anyway. Maybe I am too naive, but I'm choosing to believe that you will give me another chance. Oh, so tell me now, can we find love? Can we go back to where we were? All I want is to love you, start all over. Tell me now, yeah, yeah. Don't leave, wait a minute.
Hey y'all, back at the high. Back at the high. Okay, so this is how my experience went. So I had to hurry up and come home and rush because I actually started my period. I started my period in the middle of the steam. Now, I don't start for a whole nother, I'm not supposed to start for a whole nother week. So, and she, she already let me know, you can steam anytime, except for when you're pregnant or bleeding. And I wasn't on my cycle. I wanted to do it before my cycle and then do another one after my cycle. But I mean, she did say that it regulates it. I guess maybe I've just been late this whole time, I don't know. But when I will say that was the first thing that impressed me. Like, everything else at the beginning, yeah, that was all cool, fine and dandy. I know at the end of the day, you're trying to get me to come back, right? I'm not impressed until I see something. The fact that I started my period immediately, within an hour time frame, on sitting on a pot of flowers, somehow made my period come on. And guess what? I haven't had one cramp. Not one cramp. Didn't need to use Tylenol. Didn't need to use Advil. Didn't need to use ibuprofen. Didn't need to use no heating pad. Didn't need to nothing. I didn't need to do anything, and it worked. It worked. Like, I am so shocked right now, guys. I am so shocked. Okay, so now that I pretty much told y'all the part that really matters, the room was very warm. It was very comfortable. When I sat on the little pot, at first the steam was like, woo, it wasn't like it wasn't like hot, like hot stones, like like it was burning, but it was still like, I've just never been used to having such heat just being there like that, you know what I'm saying? So it took about 5 minutes for me to get used to. Then after I was on there for about maybe 20 minutes, I started to get a little bit warmer. I think that was because of the little gown I was wearing. The whole purpose of that gown is to make sure that it traps in the steam and that it doesn't escape, and it actually does its job, and it's, you know, it goes where it's supposed to go. But the thing is, you're inside of it, and it's thick. It's not thin. It's not really light. It's not heavy, but it's not light either. So, like, imagine wearing a shower curtain in the sauna. You know what I'm saying? It's very drip, very stick to your like type. Okay. I got the perfect example. Imagine getting out the shower and the shower curtain being stuck to you. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. That would sound stupid neither, because I wasn't uncomfortable. It was very relaxing. It was very relaxing. She was very informative. She let me know what I was doing, how it was going to help me. Not only did she educate me and put me on game, put me on some new herbs, but she also let me know which each one does and what it's for, and that way I know what's happening. Or, you know, like, I don't want someone to say, hey, why should I get a yoni steam, and they say because it's good for you. Like, why is it good for me? Detail what happens. You know what I'm saying? Why should I do this versus this? You know what I'm saying? So, especially when my money is involved. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. And the thing that I cannot wait to see, because I'm gonna do this. I enjoyed this so much. I'm going to add this to my hygiene care routine. I'm gonna at least get it once a month, but I'm going to shoot for twice a month, because this was amazing. This was amazing. And but I really want to try to see if my cycle will actually get shorter. So my cycle lasts for about 5-6 days. I technically am 5 days, but you know how sometimes you might have like a little leftover, so that's where I kind of count day 6. If my period shortens from 5 to 6 days to 2 days, I'm shouting glory hallelujah. I'm shouting glory hallelujah. I hate my period. I do. I hate it so much. And that would be like, do you not know how much money I would save? 2 days, 48 hours versus a week. But I'm going to continue to do it, and I'm going to continue to update you guys on how it goes and what happens in a couple of months time frame, because she did say for her specifically it took about 3 months doing it consistently twice a month before her period and then after. So I'm going to try that. But she did say, you know, regardless if you do it twice a month or once a month, your period will still shorten up. It's just the fact that that's just what she did. So I want to try that. I definitely want to see how I feel once my cycle stops, see if I feel differently or anything. She did say it lasts for about 2 to 3 weeks in your system. Varies from person to person. And I'm excited. I'm excited. So if you're in Houston, the information will be in the description box below, so y'all can go ahead and get y'all stuff together. Like, this the best thing since Cajun crab legs. And I love Cajun crab legs. I love Cajun crab legs. But that's all for this video. If you have any questions or anything that you want me to ask the next time I go, let me know. Let me know in the comments below, and I will do that. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Also, welcome to all my new supporters. I am Alexis. Most people call me Lex. Thank you for subscribing and supporting my channel and joining the family. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. That's all for this video, you guys. Peace.